Okay, Fenerbahce 1, Manchester United 1. That's the first European away game I've missed for a long time. Many reasons for it. I've been travelling an awful lot with that Kilimanjaro climb, and thanks for all your support for that, by the way. And I had to cover Barcelona against Bayern Munich. Wow. It was like watching another sport compared to the Manchester United game, and not in a good way, because I'm not a Barcelona fan and I'm not a Bayern Munich fan. So 1-1 in Istanbul. You look at that and you think that's actually a decent result. I've seen Ferguson's United teams really struggle in Istanbul. The problem is it's against a backdrop of poor league form and poor European form. So I think that's one win in the last 11. If I'm looking at it positively, United have got the two most difficult games of this Europa League group out of the way. So Porto a draw, Fenerbahce draw. If I'm looking at it negatively, the 20 result at home absolutely stinks. United is unable to hold on to a lead. I think that's the fourth successive European away game where Manchester United have taken the lead and not been able to keep hold of the lead. So it's all a bit flat, but it's actually, this is where Manchester United are. They're not a top team anymore. Just accept it. Part of us are struggling to understand why we don't go to Fenerbahce and blitz them. Well, what you're expecting, this is a mid-table team in Europe, in the league, and it's also one which is hit pretty hard again by injuries. And when I look at like the Europa League table, I do think the team will go through, but just outside the top 24 of the Europa League, I had to laugh at that. Not been an away win in Europe since Betis. That's a long time ago. So Jose Mourinho, obviously, is a headline maker. He got sent to the stands. Erik ten Hag's, I think, 3 most expensive signings were on the bench. And what about the player ratings? Well, Onana, I mean, 2 of the best saves I've ever seen. Honestly, double save after 37 minutes. Sensational. And he had a horrible time in Istanbul last time against Galatasaray. He felt really let down by his teammates who left him on the pitch at the end. United had gone out of Europe, but he can hold his head very high. He's a 7 or 8 even performance. I don't think he could do anything for Fenerbahce's goal either. Diogo Dalot, right back 6, he pushed right up again. He switched off a little bit, standing off Alan St. Maximin for the equaliser. And he had a chance to pass for Rashford to make it 2 for United. No. De Ligt, 7, I thought he defended well. In a very unsettled defence, which like last season, it just keeps on changing. He headed on target after 67. He is a threat at corners, so one of his better games so far. Victor Lindelof alongside him, that was his first start since March, but a poor positioning for Fenerbahce's equaliser 4 minutes into the second half. He did make a good block as well, so I'm going to give him 5, which may seem harsh, but it's his first game back. Martinez, the captain at left back, and then he moved next to De Ligt after 55. It doesn't quite look as formidable as he was alongside Rafael Varane in that first season. He wasn't bad. He's clearly motivated, but if you're playing in an ever-changing defence, it doesn't make it any easier for anybody. Christian Eriksen, 7, is doing well. His goal was lovely. Hit the ball first time into the top corner. That's his 4th for the season, second top scorer. He moved into a number 10 position after some substitutions 10 minutes into the second half. I mean, he's in because others are injured or out of form, and he's not Manchester United's future, but he's definitely bringing something to the side. Thousands of households have already reduced their energy bills with free ECO4 upgrades. With Improve Easy, who support me doing this, you can improve with a range of energy-saving solutions, including a brand new boiler, solar panels, an air source heat pump, and insulation for your walls, roof, and loft. You're wondering if you qualify? Well, if you live within 80 miles of Manchester and you receive benefits or have a household income of less than 31k, or you have health issues, you could be eligible. Ready to check if you qualify? Click the link in the description. It takes just 30 seconds. There's government funds available. You'd be ashamed to miss out. improve your home, cut the bills, and make a positive impact on the environment. So Ugarte, next player, I thought it was his best game so far, 7 out of 10. He started slowly, but then he won the ball off Fred. He out-Freddied Fred to set up what would be the goal. There was some stunning defending to stop an attack after 24 minutes as well. There were appeals for a penalty against him, but there was so little contact. I don't know what Jose Mourinho was thinking there. I think that was only his 4th start. So encouraging for Ugarte, because he's another one of the new signings who's underwhelmed. So hopefully he can build on that. You know, if he plays against West Ham and he has a good game, people will be like, okay, you can do it. Garnacho, 6, involved in the goal, brilliantly so. He was pulled down in a yellow card challenge after 60 minutes. He had a late shot on 83. So he's not looking clinical. It's not like you're looking at like the next Messi thinking, wow, how's he doing this? Or remember when Ronaldo was rising. But he does look dangerous when he's on the ball, when he's one-on-one. He still excites. It would help if the players around him were more informed or maybe more settled. Mazraoui, 6, a surprise number 10, but he had played as a 10 at Ajax before. And as Jose Mourinho said, he can attack the spaces. He shot on target after 9. He was involved in the goal. That was his high point. He set it up and then he moved back to full back when Casemiro came on. So, okay. Rashford, 6, booked for pulling back a Fenerbahce player after 14, shot wide soon after. Could have done more to stop the cross for the equaliser, but I still see a positive energy about him. I think he's in a better place than 6 months ago. And this isn't vintage Rashford, but then it's not vintage Manchester United either. Xerxes, 5, set up Eriksen for the goal. He did a lovely turn, but overhit a pass soon after. He drops back a lot. I'm just not convinced by what I've seen so far. A non-scoring forward. I hope things work out for him. I was in Italy a few weeks ago. Everybody was raving about him. I've spoken to people I respect in football. They were very positive about him when he signed. Another player who needs to up his game. Substitutes, Højlund came on for Xerxes. He's a much bigger threat up front. This is a team that doesn't score enough goals. Højlund, 6. And you sense that Højlund's more likely to score. But again, this isn't Van Nistelrooy. This is someone who needs more chances and is still developing because he's young. Casemiro came on for Lindelof. I think it was him. Stunning ball after 59 minutes. Casemiro did all right, give him a 6. Anthony came on for Rashford. He wasn't on the pitch long enough to earn a mark, and he was stretched off after 88 minutes. And you're just like, is it luck? What is it? One of Manchester United's most expensive other players. We need a lot more from him. It's not his fault that he was injured. Ahmad came on for Anthony after 89 minutes as well. Johnny Evans didn't feature, which is a shame because he would have got the winner. So, a couple of thousand Reds kept in a long time after the game. Extremely atmospheric. He says, having watched the game on television. But I will go to the next one. In Pilsen, in the Czech Republic, in December. And before that, we've got games against POK. Shame that one's not away, because that would be proper atmosphere. And we've got Bodo Glimt as well. So, interesting opponents. Manchester United need to start winning in this Europa League group. Shouldn't be where they are in the group. I'm pretty confident that the team will start winning. But I was also confident this time last year that Manchester United would be getting out of one of the weakest Champions League groups, and that didn't happen. So we can't take anything for granted with this team. We've got West Ham on Saturday. It all feels a little bit flat. I'm seeing a lot of apathy around. You're seeing tickets for games. Quite a few came up for Brentford last week. From being positive, the team's tightened up. It's unbeaten now since that Spurs game, but these are small mercies. There's a lot of convincing needed for a lot of Manchester United fans before they have faith in this team and have faith in the manager and his process. Sorry to be so downbeat. Hopefully the next one will be after a win at West Ham, but don't hold your breath for that one. Have a good weekend.